Hello everybody, it is Obly here, and today I want to talk about the horrific visions and the bonus helmet enchant that you can get from it. Which one's the best? Well, we'll dive into that now. Now, with the addition of the new horrific visions, which are actually just the old horrific visions but just much easier, literally copy and paste, you have these runes that you can put onto your helmet which just either do a little bit of damage or increase your stats somehow. You unlock these runes by doing a series of small quests just to do with the horrific visions. They then send you in there, you complete the horrific vision, you come out. Now the main thing you want to do here is get black blood residue. Black blood residue just comes from the chest at the end, so you want to do as many wings as possible because the more wings you do, the more chests that you get. In addition to the black blood that you need, you also need some displaced corrupted mementos, but you will get those passively as well. Once that is done, you can then have access to the second quest, which unlocks the greater corruptions, and instead of the black blood residue, you need black blood coagulate, which is just gained exactly the same way but just with the harder style of the content. Once you complete this quest, you will then have access to all 6 of the different enchants to your helmet, and they are also warbound as well. The first rune that we have is the Rune of the Void Ritual, which gives all of your spells and abilities a chance to increase all secondary stats every second for 20 seconds. The next rune is the Twisted Appendage Rune. Your attacks have a chance to spawn a tentacle, which mind flays your target for some damage every second for 10 seconds. The next rune we have is Gushing Wound, which just puts a dot on the target for 7 seconds. Then you have the Infinite Stars rune. Your spells and abilities have a chance to strike a nearby enemy with an infinite star, dealing some damage and increasing the damage taken from the next infinite star by a certain amount. This can stack up to 6 times before it refreshes as well. Then you have the Echoing Void rune, which just means that your damaging ability have a chance to stack Echoing Void, and every time you do stack it, you have a chance to collapse it, which just does damage in an AoE pulse every 1 second until there's no more stacks left. Then the last rune that you've got is the Twilight Devastation rune, and this used to be such a great rune back in the day. It would just shoot, it does a vertical beam, not the horizontal beam. It does a vertical beam that just fires out in front of you and damages everything in front of you for quite a bit of damage. But I remember in BFA, this was a heavy hitting one. Everybody used to stack this specific rune or enchant on their gear. Nowadays, it's still not as good as the Void Ritual. So we'll go into that next. Now, as DKs, the rune we are looking for is the Void Ritual. Because we love secondary stats so much, and because this procs a decent amount of time, and for a decent amount of secondary stats, we do really want the Void Ritual. It just covers all bases as well. It's good on single target, it's good on AoE. This is basically the jack of all trades for us. Unlike the BFA counterparts, they don't come with any downsides, it's just pure buffs, so you don't need a legendary cloak to get rid of any corruption, because there isn't any, which is good. Now that is it for the runes. It's definitely worth getting the Void Ritual rune because it is a 2% damage increase roughly, which is like having another Galagio buff essentially. But yeah, definitely worth doing as quick as possible before your next raid. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you want to check out more gameplay, head over to my Twitch. And if you're interested in coaching, head over to my Metafy. Thanks so much everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.